Hi Year 5, today's lesson is all about recapping short and long multiplication, just to make sure you really understand those methods. Okay, let's do a little bit of total recall. This is a while ago you did this. I just thought it'd be a fun one for you to do. These are my factor bugs. So in the middle of each bug is a number, that's a multiple. It's an answer in a times table. But what I want you to do is see if you can work out all the answers that these factors are in the times tables of. So for example, if my multiple was 6, then I'd be going, well, it's in the 1 and the 6 times table, it's in the 2 and the 3 times table. So what times tables are these multiples in? Pause the screen and write the answers in your book, please. Okay, let's go through the answers. These are all the times tables that the multiples are answers in. Well done if you got all of them. Well done if you got some of them. Remember to work systematically, going up your times tables. It makes it a little bit easier and you get all of the factors then. Okay, so we're going to start off by recapping short multiplication, just with 2 digits by a single digit. Today's lesson, it'd be amazing to see people move on to the next Wilf. So maybe do 2 or 3 of bronze, then try 2 or 3 of silver, and then maybe 2 or 3 of gold, and if you can, challenge. Rather than just completing bronze, see if you can have a go at the other ones. So bronze is short multiplication and only using the 3, 4 and 5 times table. So we're going to start off, remember we're doing 64 times 4. If the multiplication is written horizontally, like this one over on the left, we now need to make it vertical. So we're going to put it into a column method. And we're going to start off with 4 times 4. So you times the ones column first. So 4 times 4 is 16. Now I can't put 16 underneath the 4. Because I can't put 2 digits in one place value column. So I'm going to have to exchange up and pop the 1, the 10, under the line and the 6 in the column. And then we're going to do 6 times 4. Okay, so 6 times 4 is 24, but we have to add on that extra 10, that extra 1 that we exchanged up and popped under the line. So the answer is 25. Now, because we haven't got any more multiplications to do, because we've come to the end, we can pop our 2 over here and our 5 next to it. Okay, so that's an example of how we do our first short multiplication calculation. I'm going to show you now the bronze activity. So like I say, today might be a perfect opportunity for you to pause the screen, do 2 or 3 of these ones, and then follow and try the silver ones. Okay, so pause the screen and have a go at some bronze. If you think, oh, Mrs. Lee, finding that a little bit too easy, then stay with me and we'll have a look at silver. Okay, silver, you've got short multiplication again, but this time we're including your 7, 8 and 9 times table. So again, it's horizontal. We're going to have to turn it into the vertical method. And we're going to start off with 8 times 7. Remember, always go to that ones column first. So 7 eighths, 8 times 7 is 56. Again, I can't put 2 digits in one place value column, so I'm going to exchange up, pop the 5 under the line, and the 6 in the place value column. Then I'm going to go to 5 times 8 is 40, but I must remember to add on what I popped under the line, what I exchanged up, so it should be 45. Again, I've come to the end of my calculation, so I don't need to pop the 4 underneath the line. I can just pop it in the next place value column. Okay, remember to line up all your digits nice and clearly and use 1 digit per box in your maths book. So this is an example of silver today. So if you've had a go at bronze, then have a go at some silver. Here's the silver questions. Pause the screen and have a go at them. If you're still thinking, do you know what, I'm really confident with this, then stay with me and I'll go through gold. Okay, gold is long multiplication, so a 2-digit number by a 2-digit number. We're going to start off forgetting that it's 34 and just concentrate on the 1, the 4, the ones column. Forget about the 30 for a minute. So we're going to look at 4 times 75. So just like all the other methods, the short multiplication, we're going to go 4 times 5 is 20. Again, we can't put 20 in one place value column, so the 2 goes under the line and the 0 in the column. Now, 4 times 7 is 28, but we have to remember to add that 2 on, so it's 30. Now again, we've ran out of room, so we don't need to pop it onto the line. We can just pop it in the place value columns. That's the first bit done. So that's actually just short multiplication, isn't it? It's just like doing 4 times 75. Now we're going to do the 30 part, the 30 times 75. Now there's a really big thing we need to remember, otherwise we are going to get the wrong answer. And I've got a little rhyme to help you with that. It's don't get caught, add a naught, a 0. So because, and it helps if you write out the calculation in the brackets next to it, because it reminds you that we're not actually just timesing it by 3, we're timesing it by 30. But to be able to do that, we have to pop a 0 right underneath in our ones column. Okay, really make sure that you line that up, because if you pop it too far to the right, you'll forget to add it on in a minute. Now we've popped that 0 in that place value column, we can actually treat the 30 a bit like a 3. So we're going to go over to the ones column again. So 3 times 5 is 15. Again, we can't put 15 in this place value column. We'll have to go exchange it up and pop it under the line. 15. Now we've got 3 times 7 is 21. We must remember to add on our 1, which makes 22. And again, we finished that part of the calculation, so we don't need to exchange it up. We can just pop it straight into that next column. Now we've done the hard bit. We're going to completely ignore the 75, completely ignore the 34, and add our 2 answers together. We're going to add 4 times 75 and 30 times 75, so that we get the answer 34 times 75. So to do this, we're just going to add these 2 answers. So 0 add 0 is 0. 0 add 5 is 5. Remember, you could cross out once you've added on what you've exchanged up, and then you won't add them up again, because we don't want to say that that's 7, because it isn't. It's 0 add 5, not 0 add 2 add 5. 3 add 2 is 5. Oops. Where's it gone? That one's not working. 3 add 2 is 5, and then we've got 0. There's nothing there. So if you want to, you can put in a 0 to help you. 0 add 2 is 2. Okay, so our answer to 75 times 34 is 2,550. So here are your gold questions, all long multiplication. Again, well done if you've done a few bronze or a few silver and you're moving on to gold. Even if you just try one, that's amazing. It'd be amazing if all children in Year 5 could master the skill of multiplying a 4-digit by a single digit and a 2-digit by a 2-digit. So really persevere and have a go with that. If you need to rewind, go and watch my example again. Even follow it and do it at the same time in your book to help you. Okay, challenge. Pause the screen and have a go at gold first, and then once you've done, say, 4 of those calculations, if you're really confident, then move on to challenge. So challenge today is 4-digit times a 3-digit. So we've got lots of rows in this calculation, because we're going to do 2,475 times 3. Then we're going to do 2,475 times 40. Then we're going to do 2,475 times 300. Okay, to start with then, we're going to just concentrate on the short multiplication side. So think of this as just of our 3 and completely ignore the 300 and the 40. So 3 times 5 is 15. Once again, we can't put 15 in the same place value column, so we're going to exchange it up. 15. Then we've got 3 times 7, which is 21. I'm going to add the 1, which is 22. Again, we're going to pop the 2 underneath into the next column to exchange it up. Then we've got 3 times 4 is 12. Add the 2 is 14. And did I say 3 times 2? I meant 3 times 4. 3 times 4 is 12. Oh no, add the 2 is 14. Now we've got 3 times 2 is 6, add the 1 is 7. So we've done that first part. So this looks big and scary, but actually that first bit is just short multiplication. Okay, now we're going to do the 40, the 2,475 times 40. Oh, look, it's 40, but I'd really like to treat that as just a 4 because it'd make my life much easier. So don't get caught. Add a naught. So I'm going to put my 0 in there before I even start. Now I can treat that 4 like a 40. 4 times 5 is 20. Again, we can't put that two digits in the same place value column, so we're just going to exchange it up and pop it under the line. 4 times 7 is 28, add the 2 is 30. 4 times 4 is 16, add the 3 is 19. 4 times 2 is 8, add the 1, no it isn't. Oh no, it is, yeah, sorry, I'm getting myself all confused. 4 times 2 is 8, add the 1 is 9. Okay, now we've done that part of the calculation, which was just like gold, but we've got another row. So now we're going to do 2,475 times 300. What do we need to do though? We want to treat that 300 like a 3 to make our life easy. Well, because of that, we have to add 2 zeros before we even start. Okay, so don't get caught, add a 0. Now we can do 3 times 5 is 15. I can't find it. Where's the 1? Here. There it is. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 7 is 21. Add the 1 is 22. Then we've got 3 times 4 is 16. No, it isn't. 3 times 4 is 12. Add the 2 is 14. And then we've got 3 times 2 is 6. Add the 1 is 7. Now, we've done all the hard work, Year 5. So now what we need to do is take our 3 answers and add them together. So we're going to do 5 add 0 is 5. 2 add 0 is 2. 4 add 0 add 5 is 9. 7 add 9 add 2. Well, the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to split 2 into 2 ones. I'm going to give that 1 to the 9 to make it a 10, and I'm going to give 1 to the 7 to make it an 8. So I know that 7 add 2 add 9 is 18. Now I've got 9 add 4. I'm going to take 1 away from that 4. Oh no, look, because I've got to add a 1 down here. So if I put that 1 up with the 9, that makes 10. Add the 4 makes 14. And then 7 add 1 is 8. Now remember, when we've got big numbers like this, if we pop comma after every 3, counting from the ones column, so we pop a column, let me do it. Let me pop a comma in. Pen. Oh, it's not going to let me. If we popped a comma in between that 8 and 9, it helps us read the number. So we've got 800, oh, there we go. It's just a bit delayed. 848,000. That comma helps us remember they're the thousands. So 848,925. Well done if you got all of that right. Okay, challenge. Here are your questions today. Remember, I'm happy for you to do a few each and move up the Wilfs today. So there are your challenge questions, calculations for you to do in your book. Once you have completed, if you need to go back, if you've watched the whole video and think, actually, Mrs. Lee, I need to go back now and do silver, then you move the video, rewind the video to where you need to be. I'm just giving you a warning. I'm about to show the answers. So get a different coloured pen or a pencil and get ready to tick if you've got your calculations correct. Oh, let me move that out of the way. Here are all our answers today. Year 5. So we've got bronze, silver, gold and challenge. Tick your work. It's okay if you haven't completed all of bronze and you just did a few and moved on to silver. Well done for challenging yourself and moving up a Wilf if you did today. Excellent, Year 5. Well done. And tomorrow's lesson is going to be an assignment, which is just like a little mini quiz on Teams for you to have a go at, and it's going to be multiplication and division questions. Have a really lovely day. Bye.